I'm Dr. Phyllis Collins of DietHobby.com with a cooking tip for you. I showed you before how to store solid leftovers, and now I'm going to show you how to store liquid leftovers. It's a simple thing, and when you'll say, why is she showing us that? Because people just don't get it when I tell them, so I'm going to show you. Okay, you start with a Ziploc bag, not the fold over kind like I use for solids, but the Ziploc kind. I like these extra large sandwich Ziploc bags myself because they fit to my cups better. Open it up, and I put here inside my cup. I do it this way, okay? Then I take a spoon, and I have here leftover vegetable soup, which I did not teach you how to make, but it's only 50 calories a serving. Anyway, I take a cup. I'm going to put a cup of this soup, which is an individual serving at 50 calories a serving, and I'm going to put an individual serving, and I'm going to put them in the freezer so that I have them whenever I want a cup of soup. Okay, so this is what I do. I'm just going to do a few of these just to give you the idea, and then what I do is, just as I did before, I put these bags into a freezer bag, and I store them in the freezer. Now, this cup holds about 2 cups. So what I do is I get this bag and I fill it about halfway full, and I know that that is a cup. And see, I'm putting them over here. I'm putting these bags over here in a little pan. When I finish doing this, I'm going to put the pan just like this into the freezer for about an hour to freeze. Then I'm going to take it out of the freezer. I'm going to wrap it up like this, and I'm going to put it in a big freezer bag because it takes up no room. You can always use those little individual Tupperware kind of things to store. Everybody knows how to do that. But the reason I do it this way is because it takes up a lot of less room in my freezer, and it's easy for me to see what it is. I have difficulty when I put in those big old stack of those plastic containers in my freezer. I have a difficult time. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? All I'm doing is liquid, solid, everything. I'm screwing it into this bag, into this cup. I'm taking the cup and I'm sealing it up. I have a lot of clocks in this house, and you probably hear them going on. Okay, and then if this were the full thing, then I would just put this in the freezer. And then when it's frozen, I would take it out and I would fold it up, and I would put them into a large, I didn't get them out, into a large freezer bag, and those go in and mark on the freezer bag, and those go in the freezer. That's my tip for today. You can do this with spaghetti, anything that's kind of goopy or soupy. This is the way to store those. The hard things, the solid things, the way I showed you before. This is how you store the soupy goopy things. Come and see me at DietHobby.com.